Hey guys, it's been a short bit. It's like I said, probably said in another previous update and post. I'm only popping in for like special events, like the Rising right now, and limited time stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to back to a hiatus, so I can work on that model and hopefully get it done by October. Hopefully, I don't know. It's kind of a work in progress right now. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing the Rise event, and I'm also going to be doing some weeklies, dailies, and then after that, the Occult Crescent. Because I need to get those for goddamn Atmas. I'm only 5 away, just 5, and I swear that's gonna probably be the longest one of all. Because I did like 2 hours, so a total of 4 hours sessions of grinding the Occult Crescent, and I didn't get fucking diddly squat. So here's hoping that this one I can get at least 2. I want to get at least 2. Here's hoping. Anyways, let's get back to that Rising event. I am on Crystal Coral. If you guys do have Final Fantasy 14, yeah, if you want to join me, feel free to. Rising goes which way? This way. No. Oh, hey, it was actually just a wandering minstrel, straight up. One minstrel in search of inspiration, an adventurous ambition. Well, now, if it isn't my adventurer friend Zach, it could be a blessing from the navigator that we should meet here now. You see, I've been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform this rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use their able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? Nod. I am truly grateful. During the rising, remember those we lost in the calamity, and even as we turn our nation to a brighter future. 'Tis my hope to hear a tale that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there's no better place for talk in the NameIsZ than the drawing. There's no better place for talk in NameIsZ than the drowning wench. Let us first seek out the barkeep, Batarun, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Oh, come on, what's the harm? What's the harm? You'll get yourself killed, that's the harm. I ain't let one so young sign up. Odia wants to become an adventurer so badly anyway, Rikta. There's this place I need to go. The problem is the Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please let me sign up. It ain't that simple, lass. I've got a responsibility to those I sign up. If I let someone that's clearly unprepared head out there and they head up or they end up hurt or worse, I wouldn't be able to live it down. I wouldn't be able to live it down. Why am I fucking up words? I speak English, but I am fucking up my English. And don't even get me started on the damage it caused the guild's reputation. So you can forget about sign up until you're older, much older. But it has to be now, during the rising. Why do you have to be so responsible? Yeah, I feel that. I was like. That reminds me of like of how I was growing up a bit. Well, a few things anyway. Not everything. I was 70% responsible. I would say that. Say 70. Maybe less, I don't know. It comes with age, lass. Now run along and get yourself home. Evil smirk on a good kid, of course. Is everything well? Sorry you'd be seeing that. The little cub's bent on becoming an adventurer. But I said no and sent her on her way. Still, I can't help but worry. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily. True that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out anyway. I hate to impose, but do you reckon you could keep an eye on Rikta? I'm not sure if how do you pronounce that? Artska? Archa? Or Urtcha? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going with Rikta. I do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. Nod. The timing of the rising seemed to be the essence to the little one. Intriguing, would you not agree? Let's ask her about that. Nod. I'm in your debt. Now, the nearest city exits the Tempest Gate, over by the Act Castle. I suggest you begin by talking to Clindrel, the sentry yonder. Nod. The Yellowjackets keep constant watch at every gate, or every single gate. If Ricta has come through, they'll surely have seen her. Hello, lady. Hello, beautiful. Sorry. I'm a sucker for a tall woman. The lowlands of Lanoshka awaits you on the other side of the Tempest Gate. Wah 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 wah. At Battleron's behest, you say? As it happens, a girl of that description did come through just a moment ago. You let her through? Why? She was at the heels of a Mikote peddler, so at a glance one might think them parent and child, but the way she kept stealing glances behind her maybe... okay. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So I alerted my comrade Oyoyo outside, and I expect she stopped the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Thanks for the information. We shall find our... We shall find your comrade at once. What was the next one? Outside. As if you get your breath, you're supposed to click that out. This is what the CEO checks knows or she gone far. Damn it, they saw us straight through my disguise. It wasn't much of a disguise, kid. Hey, Yo-Yo. Well enough, ain't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see you two again. What brings you here today? So Balderon's sending after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Ricta, was it? Was it, dearie? Even without others telling you, you ought to know it's dangerous to be out here. What is it that you want to do so badly that you'd risk your life like this? Nod. There's something that I need to see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous, I have to go. We understand you have your reasons, Ricta. Even so, we cannot in good conscience allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here I would make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With the dependable adventurer at your side, you should be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. But I don't have any money. And what adventurer would want to help a child anyway? Well, our friend here, of course. Wow, thanks for volunteering me, dude. Yeah, thanks for that. You can count on me. If you're happy with this humble vagrant. If you're happy with this humble vagrant. I'm pretty sure I'm not a vagrant because I have an apartment and a house in this game. I shall be glad to provide suitable recompense in Ricta's stead. While a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration for a song. Above all, I feel compelled to lend a helping hand. Nod. You'd really help me? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for you. But as a client, there's something you need to bear in mind. That is, you've got to give the adventurer your trust. Be honest with what exactly it is you need, and he'll be able to help you all the better. Nod. The place I want to go is a lighthouse here in Lower Lenoska. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in town, you see. He told me that ghosts appear there during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to the realm of the dead. But that's got to be nonsense, and I just want to prove it. Oh, the 2 lighthouses in the area. Oshkon's torch is the only one as civilians can still get to. I won't hear nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with you ought to make things easier, I reckon. That's outside of a skirmish anyway. Being a cannoneer, I'm more at home blasting things from a distance. If you run into an angry fiends on the road, they're all yours. Nod. So, yeah, just dropping all the work on me, of course. As I said, I've never heard about ghosts appearing in the lighthouse. Wonder what Richter is so interested in them. Then Richter is headed to Oshkon's torch, and someone should report as much to Baderon. That dude. So, what's your name, adventurer? The God Killer. Zach Omegas. I'll remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. We'll go to Oshkon's torch and we'll see if the rumor about the ghost is true. Richter is champing at the bit to set forth. A light that ever burns. Are you ready to go, Zach? As much as I would like to accompany you, someone should return to the Drowning Wench and apprise of Baderon of these developments. Besides, to hear your account afterwards, what you learned and felt will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable and insightful excursion. Alright, to begin with, how about we head east to Madman Bridge? What did I say, Madam? Madman. It'd give Richter a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care you don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine, don't worry. Let the adventure begin. And here it is, Madman Bridge. If you head north, you'll get to the Red Rooster Stead. Our destination takes us south. Well, route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it is given its name, as a warning to younglings. Look, a river, and there's some sort of strange animal. We sometimes see children out this way with their folks, but I take it you've never been? Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though. Before my parents died at the Ooh. It's alright. I like at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice and I have lots of fun. That's, good? That'd be Limlayan Shoals, I take it. It's an orphanage run by a former sanguine siren, in case you wasn't aware. A fine place by all accounts. If that's where Rick is from. I'll have one of the comrades contact her caretakers. Wouldn't do to let them think she's missing. Alright then. Next we'll make for the Oshkon's Embrace. Up this here hill. the fucking I don't. These words are fucking me up. Up this here hill. Take it slow so you don't wear yourself down. Nod. I should mount farm at some point. You feel like I could Yellow Jackets patrol these parts. Don't you worry, they know I ain't on some pleasure jaunt. Whoa, we're so high up. This is amazing. I felt the same way when I looked at from here the first time. This bridge was built here when the tidal waves sundered the land during the calamity. Huh. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, said that we Laminsons work hard because we hate to lose and to like what we do. What about you, Zach? Do you like being an adventurer? I won't be anything else. It depends on the work. Or not work at all, to be honest. Mood. But I do like helping people. The good people. The horrendous people are just jackasses. And that's what I thought. When I grow up, I hope I'll like what I do as well. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone and... Oh, I can't find the words. I want to be a good client though, so I'll think on it. Seems Ricta has got something she needs to get off her chest. And I wanted to verify the rumor, mayhap she... but there's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. I can already kind of put it together. Oh, hey. Try her Tia. I see the lighthouse. That's for Ashkan's torch, one of the two lighthouses here. What are named after gods? The lighthouse keeper is a bloke named Rost and Zeh? Rost? I was gonna call him Rost. You can ask him about the ghosts and anything else you like. Lighthouse keeper. So about the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see. But they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. Right. No, that kind of seems obvious. Oh, be back a second. Yeah, checking something. Okay, I'm back. That's thinking of something. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see, but they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. So that's why you want to prove the rumor wrong. You couldn't stand people was thinking your parents were doing terrible things. Aye, but part of me wishes that the rumor was true. I'd be able to talk to my parents again. There's so many things I'd like to ask them. Well, whatever the truth is, we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. Coulda? I can understand the desire to see those who are gone, to say words to them you couldn't in life. It's a feeling everyone knows at some point. Oh, the sea's frozen in a splash! Amazing! This area was hard hit by the calamity. On top of the tidal waves bashing away big swaths of land, a big piece of element came crashing down yonder. This it caused ether to gush out of the land and caused it to crystallize all at once. At the time, I was with Miss Dorothea. She was my mother's friend, and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity really was a frightful thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. Ross Russ has been here since the calamity. It's lonely work, and he's always glad to have guests. Even if there aren't any ghosts, understandable, kid. Well, now if it ain't guests, what brings you to the torch? Ghosts during the rising. From my years as a keeper, I've not seen or heard such things as any lighthouse I know. It's certainly the sort of place as children might believe haunted, though. Might be someone mistook me or some dry laundry for a specter. So father and mother weren't ghosts after all. But I must say, it's a surprise to see Rata's little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as a keeper. Nod. They had charged the NameIsZ ring over yonder. Nowadays, it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. Dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasts. You need to hire adventurers and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver supplies. If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in NameIsZ during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out? Why did they go out there even though it was so dangerous? What's going through their minds? I want to know. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in a report, where folks did everything they could to protect the NameIsZ ring. Limlayans? They built a breakwater. They built a breakwater using anything and everything they had on hand. But in the end, there was... Oh, that's a good shot. Then there was nothing stopping in such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and Maelstrom mounted search and rescue operations. Joining the effort, I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that your folks didn't die in vain. By manning their lighthouse to the very end that day, they guided many vessels safely to shore and saved many lives. I see. They really were noble souls, like Miss Dorothea said. If I could choose, I wish they were still here. I know I could. This is just a thought, but how'd you like to stay the night and hear more about your folks? It'd only be the mundane, everyday things, but what I know, I'd be glad to share with you. I'd like that. I'd like that very much. That's a precious child. Oh. Good morning, Zach. And that's a pretty good shot of him. I got up early to look at the lighthouse, where my father and mother used to be. That's a beautiful shot. For the longest time, I felt as though they'd abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time, so I asked them why they had to go. To tell them that I missed them. I understand how you feel. Nod. In the end, there weren't any ghosts still. I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It made me realize that I want to become someone who helps others. Like them and like you. So thank you for bringing me here. Nod. Well, it ended up being a longer jaunt than expected, but I'm glad we did it. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You're very welcome, dear. You can always come to me if you need anything. Just no more trying to sneak out, you hear? Nod. Well, I better get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Mr. Rothio won't be too mad at me. He'll be wanting to report to the minstrel, I expect. In which case, a comrade of mine tells me he's at the anchor yard. I'll see to it Rikta gets home safely. But be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? You seeing you, Zach? Wait, what I got? God damn it. I'm an idiot. Welcome back, my friend. Was Rikta able to find what she sought? Wah, 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 wah. So her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents who were taken by the calamity. A tale is born when someone acts in the name of another. As there are so many tales out there, it's impossible for us to know every single one. A tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice may come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Zach, not only for granting Rikta's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we will wait for the special fireworks to begin, why don't you tell me more of your excursion? Special fireworks during the daytime. Yes, it comes to me, a verse for all who strive onwards, this day and every day. Time to hear, feel, think. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by a weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. For long years, we have walked together with you on this grand adventure. It is a never-ending journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as surely as it does today. the most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly fixed upon the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back upon the path we walked, that we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventures, it seems that I too have grown. To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. That is why I had resolved to do at Journey's beginning. I resolved to do so anew. Nothing would please us more than to continue having you at our side on the road ahead. And I pray that, upon this journey of life that we have the honor to share, the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endure, and as we continue to make our way, I pray that we shall have occasion to meet again. Till that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys. Fare you well. Nod. Most happenings in our lives have no bearing on the fate of the world. More often than not, they go unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of your journey's fulfilling. In gleaming gold does the sun does rise. The boundless sky it calls. In silver pale and the path of men, a white and endless pall. So far away the guiding light that you do now espy. But flames of their life their warmth impart to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. By your destination reach you shall, by memories refrain. I have no doubt that you, Ricta and Uyo, shall give rise to a great many more tales. Your tales, in particular, may be more varied than those of others. There will be times when you face the great hardships, and the weight is more than you can bear. At such a time, I bid you to remember this. No matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength, a beacon to light your way in the darkness. Nod. Damn it, I missed the shot. I missed the shot, fuck. I can't, because I took another shot, it would have the check mark on the corner. God damn it. Oh well. Oh. The writer uses occasions to remember the past while looking towards the future. Many take the road in solemn reflection, and should you have the time to spare, maybe you'd like to do the same. Does anyone here say anything else? No? But as always, the fireworks. Truly, we want to see them. Let's go and see them again. Do I know these two? I can't remember. Oh well. Alright, let's do a normal raid. Normal raid and a what's it called? M4. So I can get that weekly tome. God, it's still painful to see that underneath 100 million gil. I lost 30 million gil to craft all my shit and pentameld it. It's a raid wide. That's him splitting, right? Yeah, that's him splitting. Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. God damn it. Ooh, White Mage almost died. Oh, good. We. Ba. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. And let's do an M4. What do you want to craft it again? Right, I fucked up. Look, I didn't do it last week, so I fucked up that or the timing. Oh, let's go do that. Energy, elixir materials. Matt and Mare, Lamatorum, Crushing Brand. Crushing brand, crushing brand. Okay, that way. Let's see if I remember correctly. It was scrutiny, power, and clicked, clicked. And collect. Clicked. And clicked.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him. A stylish evasion, well done.
I'm free. This is me. This is who I was meant to be.
I do like toying with my prey. Can you fend off a pack of wolves?
amazing.
Fly true! The earth is mine to command! Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
This is me. This is meant to be.
Bear my biting wings!
I see. Face me.
Still you stand. How delightful! Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from? It's not the Colossus
Healer the fuck. And the other healer got fucked.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
You're mine! Pack of wolves!
This is me. This is who I was meant to be. Go face no.
Try this!
Oh. Easy peasy. Yeah, I remember the first time doing that, I was so worried.
It's all over. Until next time.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, I'm a BRB. Oh, no, let me just grab one of these. I really just need one. Boop. Pop. Boop. Bam. Bam. And collect. Ah, fuck. Why did I get 6? I'm an idiot. Well, let's go there and I'll be right back. Yeah. I'm back. I didn't even need 3 of these. I could just I should have just gotten 3. I mean 6. I only needed 3. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to count. Use a clever trick apparently. Form some sounds or pulses and press them to your eyes or neck or back or anywhere really. Find need myself. Alright, so I do believe we've accumulated sufficient sucker for our blearily blinking comrade. I shall be back and on. Da, da, da. Look, wouldn't you say Grondivlet's eyes glimmer with renewed vitality? I sincerely doubt they look any different, but the efficacy of your items you provided is undeniable. I suffer fewer headaches and my vision does seem clearer. I dare say this newfound comfort will enable me to execute my work with even greater precision. You have to be a boon to me and my team. Out of curiosity, why so much intense squinting of late? It must be awfully delicate stuff to tax your eyes so. Indeed it is. Our current assignment is complicated, sometimes punishing so, but we are resolved to see it through. You see, during the Ark's conversion to the Ragnarok, I suppose the Leminson Arcanists had come to deliver supplies. It wasn't long before we discovered, to our mutual delight, the uncanny similarities between Arcanima and systems aetherology. Arcane geometries were first conceived as a means to perceive and manipulate etheric energy in specific natural environments, namely those of the South Isles, the presumed birthplace of Arcanima. But while our regulators were designed to serve a rather different purpose, the underlying principles of their operation are more or less the same. Now that we need concern ourselves with the end of civilization, we are free to engage in joint research with our friends in the Arcanist Guild. Sounds like our arrangement with the Garland Ironworks. What is your current objective? We seek to incorporate analytical and conditional branching functionalities into a framework utilizing arcane geometries. By iterating this process, we hope to produce a single, comprehensive system capable of a heretofore unrealized feat. So, pretty much you want to set a standard for both? I mean, it could be helpful. To wit, one capable of automatically healing foodstuffs to optimal temperature for consumption. A microwave? What did you just say? You mean our days of eating cold Archon burgers would be over? Your Arcane wants it would be able to restore them to their original juicy glory? Mankind need never suffer cold burgers again. You know what? The microwave has actually done wonders for our fucking society. Not the healthiest of foods or that go in a microwave, but it makes a warm meal. That's a fucking lot more than having cold burgers. Your God has blessed you with his genius, Grodvit. The world will never be the same after your etheric food warmer is complete. You agree, don't you, Zach? Zach? Why is that name so familiar? Oh dear. Yeah, you ruined your own game, Margaret. About that, I should have mentioned sooner, but Zack is Zack Omegas of the Scions, one of the heroes who traveled aboard the Ragnarok to the end of the unknown universe. Margaret, I expected more from you, of all people, to let me in ignorance impose upon the goodwill of such an esteemed personage. I understand how you feel, I do, but that's why I just wanted everyone to get to know him. Not as a hero on a pedestal whom we would never dare to approach, but as a person like you and me. And I wanted him to get to know everyone too. The nameless faces that worked so hard to make this journey possible, and raise their voices in cheer at his triumphant return. I suppose we would be glad for further donations, should he be willing and able to oblige us. My laboratory would, of course, contribute to his due compensation as well. Nod. Until next time, then. And thank you, Zack, for everything. Nod. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Irreplaceable comrade. There's something on her mind. Oh, hey. A new quest continuing the story of Margaret's work in Charlie and Hamlet is now available. Upon its completion, the custom release list for Margaret will be updated. I see the parade of disgruntled petitioners marching onto Thesaurus has come to an end, all thanks to you, I'd wager. Common script seemed far too impersonal a reward for such a feat, which is why I have secretly prepared you something else. But before I hand over the goods, I was hoping you might pay Leopoldin a visit. Apparently he needs your reassurances that I haven't been overbearing taskmaster. I pity he's never known a fraction of that concern for how we've suffered under the yoke, or lifted a finger to reform Thesaurus' broken policies. But what would I know? Anyway, he should be in Aporia. We take the pity on the old man and all rest with compassion, eh? Da, da, da. Your present? I'll fetch your present. Go and pay Theopoldin a visit, would you? It should be in Aporia. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Sorry, hold on. I just saw something around you. I'm reposting it. Ah, I see Margaret saw fit to release you from her grasp. Thank you for stopping by. I understand that you ended up fulfilling not only her request, but those of a number of other researchers in Charlie and Hamlet. Though I and others appreciate the lengths to which you have gone on our behalf, I do hope you did not find the experience too vexing. On the contrary, your research were delight. Not vexing so much as taxing, but well worth the scripts. believe you found the arrangement agreeable. I start to think of what complaints the twins might lodge should they suspect we were abusing your time and generosity. I mean, honestly, they abuse my generosity as well, so they're not the only one. I suppose I should have known my fears would be unfounded. Margaret would be the last person to willingly aggravate Zack Omegas, after all. Hers is but one small tale from the final days, perhaps inconsequential compared to some, yet significant in its own way. With the appearance of the realm's first blasphemy in Radatan, our steady construction of the Ark became a mad race to the finish. Then the Aether Burner was enhanced, enabling our ship to become a star-faring vessel that would bear the Scions to the very edge of existence. And as our aim shifted to accommodate the escalating threat to our star, many who helped construct the Ragnarok suffered under the weight of psychological burden. Of course, the Ragnarok's construction was a collaborative effort, made possibly only by advanced Loperite technology and resources sourced from all across the world. For rare was the soul among us who never considered the darkest of possibilities. Crushed as we were by endless labor, what if I've made a mistake? What if my error proves fatal for us all? Oh yeah, fuck that. That's fucking tough. I would be stressed as well. Margaret was no different, and though the stress drove her into a state of delirium at the time, after the Ragnarok departed, well, it was difficult to watch. Insomnia, loss of appetite, frequent and spontaneous fits of crying. Anything she did manage to eat was typically didn't stay down for long. She was inconsolable until the Ragnarok returned safely, and for a period after as well. Hers was not a unique condition. Severity varied by person, but all our researchers struggled with the same fashion as the final days wore on. I mean, fair. I'd be stressed too. That is why your journey and your homecoming hold so much significance for them. You're living proof that everything we endured held meaning. Shockingly easy to forget sometimes, so thank you for spending so much time with us. But the past is the past, and our memories do not justify the misuse of your time and energy. Should it ever be too much, I implore you to say no to Margaret and the others. They will understand. Now then, I hope you continue to enjoy the wonders that only Labyrinthos, vortex of unassailable unassailable intellect and irrepressible emotion can provide. Nod. I forgot how to talk for a moment. I forgot how to talk a lot on stream. You know what? I'm gonna try the Chocobo Porter here. I'm gonna try Porter. Fire Porter. Try the Hammett. Whee! Boop. I was just wondering what she had. Welcome back. I think you found Theopolitan? I have a special gift here. If you're in need of a palate cleanser, here you go. From our heart to yours. Ooh, what is it? That, my friend, is a gleaner's uniform. Dyed a particularly exquisite shade. I think you'll like it. I wasn't sure what to get you, but since you are my personal gleaner, what could be better than bespoke clothing? So I leaned a few contacts, called in some favors, and voila, fashion. Without too much trouble, would you try it on for me? I like to think my measurements were accurate, but you can never be too sure. Using the storage facility when you're ready to change, and come and find me by the 8th right when you're finished. Yeah. Doesn't look that bad. Ahem. Testing. I need to get a screenshot, but without that. Greetings, comrades of Labyrinthos. It is I, Margaret, Propulsion Aetherologist, coming to you with a very special announcement. Concern. Some of you may have noticed a distinguished-looking fellow standing by the Aetherites and Charlie and Hamilton. Why are you calling me out like this? Who is it, you ask? Why, none other than one of the brave souls we entrusted to the Ragnarok, Zach Omegas. Now, I realize that some of you may feel compelled to smother him with questions and affection. However, I must insist you rein in those impulses and approach, should you elect to do so, with a surplus of restraint and respect. Okay, at least she's letting them know about it. Look for the dashing hero wearing the blue uniform. Remember, seize the moment, not the gleaner. The look of shock and concern. Did she say Zacharix or am I hallucinating? I have to pay respects. I must. What did she say? Look, a blue gleaner's uniform. There. God damn it. Margaret, really? Fucking shit. Jesus. Pardon me. Are you Zach Omegas by any chance? You nod. Concern. Oh, you're rather different than I imagined. How did you imagine me? You don't feel irregular, do you? After your travels, are you well? Define well. Nod. Oh, I'm so glad. You're doing quite well too. I'm glad. He's right though. Thanks to you, we're living out our lives and continuing our research with nary an apocalypse in sight. Our experience working on the Ragnarok has proven instrumental to our current prospects. Once you've sent a ship to Ultima Thule, nothing feels too intimidating to try. Not to mention the complete impossibility of pursuing our passions when we succumb to meteors, blasphemies, or gods know what else. Thank you for your service and your bravery. Need to connect that. Odd. Sorry. Easier to ask for forgiveness than permission and so forth. I'd hope we might get the chance to chat is all. Fine. When you and your fellows launched the Ragnarok and took to the heavens, you placed your faith in our work. Maybe you didn't have a choice. Maybe that's really the last option left to mankind. But you and the rest of the Scions aboard that ship meant everything to us. Your safe return meant everything to us. We all gave the Ragnarok strict instructions, you see. We told her to spare nothing in bringing you back, even meant falling apart in the process. And the old girl listened. Belated though the fanfare may be, allow us to officially welcome you home, Zachamegus. You are, and always will be, the pride of Labyrinthos. As such, we have one final question for you. Would you say it was a smooth ride? We made it home alive, thanks to you. So the end of Eternity back? Smooth as butter. Okay, considering if it wasn't for like Meteon kind of fucking up our ride on the way there. Yeah, it was actually pretty smooth. You okay? That's all we have ever wanted. I took a lot of screenshots, okay. Well, I dare say not even a euphoric thrill of meeting a deadline and measure up to the sublime sense of satisfaction. That uniform becomes you. I hope you remember your friends in Labyrinthos whenever you wear it. You know, I think it's past time I tried on something new myself. What better way to cleanse the mind and replenish the spirit? Let me know if you have suggestions. Oh, you have impeccable procurement. Speaking of, I am sure the general populace will be soon clamoring for items gleaned by the hand of generous Zachamegus. Since realizing everyone's individual hopes and dreams is too great an endeavor for any one man, I say your focus on to things everyone can use, preferably for relaxation purposes. We're counting on you, Zach. Don't be a stranger. Feeling upstairs a bit. What should I cast on you? Oh, right, I have to carry it on me. Shit, I can't. Fuck. Oh well. The Hamza hatchery. Okay. Should be this way if I remember correctly. And 1 and 2. And 1. Eh. Wrong one. I expect your dedication, Zach. Handling commissions on time and with a smile. Now that's service. Despite what others may whisper and occasionally declare loudly within earshot, I too strive for punctuality. And were it not for the vast management stipulation, such aggressive deadlines, I might as well have time for a smile or two. And now, Shaloni. Shawaloni. What do I need to get you? Just have supplies ready. You supposed to get do you? Industrial. We're going to shop by you. What did it say it was? Doctoral Urkapacha. Urkapacha. Dun, dun, dun. Ah. Northeast. Wait, is this? Huh, it is. Mm-hmm. Ah, shit. Fuck, I don't have enough. Fuck it. It's lost. What was it? What did I use this stuff for? Fermented aloe juice. I guess I could use it just for some crafting. Ah, that's so much food. I need to like craft all these at some point. Two, probably 6, I guess. I could go for an aloe vera drink right about now. I go for tacos right about now. I should craft some of this stuff. It'll probably go for quite a bit. Same with this. And Tiroli oil. And whipped cream. Let's see here. Oh. Oh, fuck it. Let's just hit this. So wait for it to regenerate. I just need 2. Boop. Bop. Bam. Any child that runs this road is bound to get sooty. Fortunately, this industrial grade soap makes cleaning a slightly less of a hassle for our engineers. Outdone yourselves, go to the springs and never find something half as good as this. Wait right there, I gotta show the boys, they'll be ecstatic. Hehe. Guess what, Zach? When I showed them your latest delivery, they insisted on thanking you themselves. Zach, you rascally Aspis, these supplies you brought us are better than I could have dreamed. You should hear what the others are saying. They like the feel of the tools so much they have a mind to build another train. Wait, really? Damn. It's about time. You know, I've been thinking, perhaps our next model ought to fly. With the dome's technology, that may be possible. But can it still be called a train if it doesn't need tracks? Not really, no. That becomes your plane. Then again, when it comes to trains, perhaps no dream's too big. For me, why I'd recreate the Dawn Blazer, armed to the spokes with weaponry. Okay. We can discuss your ideas in further detail after our railroad spans the length of Tyrol. Now get back to work. It's great to see the boys so passionate about the work. Thanks again, Zach. Now, if you give you a little more time to spare, I have an update about our progress. Nod. Savior of the railing. Hey, a new quest continuing the story of Octo's I can't thank you enough, Zach. Your contributions have kept both our operations and the train running smoother than a Ronik's backside. Everyone's settled into a rhythm, passengers and staff alike. And because of that, Walika has made progress on the railroad repair project. Remember the business proposal he was drafting? He submitted to the Wing of Reflection, and they've granted us clearance to begin construction. As a matter of fact, Val Wuklamat helped in the negotiations, and recruited some Alexandrian engineers to come and help. They should be arriving any minute. Seeing as you know these folks, I reckon you'd ought to attend. Head to Shalori Station, and I'll be there once I've rounded up the others. Don't worry, everything's under control here. Just wait for Shalori Station. What is this weather condition called? Gales. Okay, just wondering. Where are they? I asked Val Wukamad to have them wait here after deboarding. Hey! Scrolled! I quit! Forgive me for the day, I confess. I have long sought the opportunity to explore Mother's homeland and found myself distracted upon arriving. Well, hey, welcome, Wayakwe. Oh, it's Genold, not Grenold. Grenold's the other one. Well, if it ain't Zach, mighty fine place y'all have here. Sup? It is him. What in the world are you doing here? It's great to meet the face behind the letters. I'm Molikwa, the station master of Zaktural Railing. This is Zach to assist with our operations. Wuklamat's a good friend, and she made a mention of your plan to reconnect the rails. We're glad to volunteer. And this is our media from the outskirts, the closest settlement to Usulani Station. Outskirts anyway. I come on behalf of our leader, Pipoy. I was about to say Propay. The Coin, we welcome the reopening of Yusilani Station, and as such, we're willing to discuss a loan of laborers to your cause. That'd be a great help. We're prepared to invest as many resources as we can, but the work will go faster with more hands. Nod, nod. Likewise, it will be our pleasure to help you build the bridge between our two communities. This undertaking will change countless lives for the better. I can't wait to see how it will bring people together. What was that look? Something wrong? Great to have you all on board. Here's a copy of the proposal for your reference. But first, you folks deserve some time to experience the lands outside of the dome. Your next destination is the palace, I take it. Go enjoy till you lull. I've never known a more vibrant city. Much obliged while we play Yuqua. When we return, let's get down to business, shall we? Nod. Oh, bow. Not a nod. Alright, y'all go ahead and work without me, will you? I'll be along later. What are you up to? What's going into her now? Look, I need to get this paperwork back to the office. Can you check on her for me? Nod. It's just a lot to care about, you know. What? Didn't think the time to wax sentimental? Well, you've got me. I'm not like you or the Dawn servants. I can't twist myself into knots over the plight of a stranger. I'm just a train driver. I already had my hands full with Walika, our staff, and our riders. Then I met you, and everything changed. The girl was right. We are building a bridge. Soon our reach will extend further than I have ever dreamed possible. And, well, as happy as I am to have more freight, sometimes I worry my engine's too weak to carry it, so to speak. But Walika's have poured his soul into this railroad, and so have I. Of all the many people it brings into our lives, not one of them is a stranger to me. You think I agreed to drive the Dawn Blazer on a lark? It was because you got us the timber for the new railroad ties. You earned my trust with that, Zack. And your presence here today proves that it's paid off. Dawn Blazer saved a great many lives that day. Thank you for trusting in me. Are you scared? The Dawn Blazer saved a great many lives. I was prepared for the worst, you know, but it didn't come to that. Supposing fate decided that was my last drive, I would have spent my final moments furious at myself for missing what came next. I wouldn't have regretted it though. Now I've kept all my loved ones safe from harm. It's a lot to juggle, isn't it? Caring for so many. I reckon it'll simply have to figure it out as I go. Zack? Itzukwe. We're just wondering what the two of you were taking so long. Something I should know about? Oh, you know me. I was just giving Zach one of my usual lectures on the unparalleled superiority of our locomotives. Yep. Damn right. Have you told him all the improvements we made in the prototype? Enough chit-chat. There's still much to be done if we're to make this cross-country rail into a reality. Nod. Listen, Zach, the conversation was intended for yours only, right? Don't go blab it to I'll go blab to everyone. Now then, I foresee a lot of hustle and bustle once the repair project takes off. I think I'll keep running operations for the time being. I appreciate your continued support whenever you have time to provide it. You'll be dutifully compensated, of course. We may need to stock up on a few things, so I hope you're not opposed to repeat commissions. Oh, and before I forget, I'll be learning to work the ticket booth next, so would you know a thing or two about being in the public eye, right? I have no interest in fashion. I'll be speaking with customers. I figured I should try to look more presentable. So if you have any ideas for a work uniform, bring them by. And then I can glamour her. Welcome of lubricants. Ricopacha Chaba. Right. Which one? My brain zoned out. Which one was it she wanted? Okay, I'll just teleport back. What did you want delivered? Locomotive lubricant. Okay, so I was right. And boop. And boop. Is it? I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. What is wrong with me? Let's go to the other place and fucking. Chapa, yeah, I'm saying Chapa me. Okay, so fuck it. There, I'm an idiot. Is this? No, it wasn't that. I don't think. Okay, maybe it is. Gosh, I just realized. What's this? What time is that? Da, da, da. Take this. Give me my scripts. I want my scripts. Thanks for another great deluge, Zach. The boys will get away here that you're coming, even Walika. Then again, I reckon I'm no different. Getting my paws on those much-needed supplies is always a highlight of my day. I'd be lying if I said your presence was any less heartening. You're precious. Here's a headband for you. What do you do? Oh. Ah, Zach, glad to see you here. Sapio told me he needs to speak with you. As for why he didn't simply track you down himself, your guess is as good as mine. At any rate, you'll find him over at Shaloni Station. Safe travels. That from Missouri is in here, he goes to the station. Zach, perfect timing. You see, I have a problem. It's the Dawn Blazer. I know she did detonating the line of duty, but try as I might, I can't get the armored angel out of my mind. After she came up in conversation the other day, it relit a fire in me. One thing led to another, and I found myself stitching together a little something inspired by her design. I know how crazy this must sound, Zach. I'd really love for you to have this ensemble. Huh? And if it's not to your liking, maybe we could find a roundabout way of asking Yuka what she thinks of it? Just think about it, alright? Together we can keep her memory alive. Through us, the Dawn Blazer will ride on. Dawn Blazer attire coffer. Alright, need to discard. Oh. Ooh. Oh! Oh, look at this! Ooh! I like this ensemble! Ooh, Wild West, baby! Yeehaw, Chuckle Fucks! Wait, how does it look in all black? That was that preview. It's not so that may that much. I always do like the single one. That's a diet. The contrast on that looks good. Yeah, I could roll with that. Look at that. Yeah. Let's dye this stuff. And then put it in a glamour dresser. Let's just unlock these. Come here to share heroic yarn with me. Yeah. So, what have you brought for me today? Wah 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 wah. Zelia Trianta Philly, second command of Alexandria's Royal Knights. Chivalry is a timeless subject indeed. Long has it been since an inspiration for some of our most beloved tales. Stirring epics of heroes who give every ounce of their strength to defend their charge. Some recount heart-wrenching tragedies of the disgrace, who live bearing the burden of failure, while others tell of selfless figures who pay the ultimate price for their future. These yarns captivate listeners because they venture beneath the celebrated image of the gallant knight, providing a glimpse of a person ordinary and flawed, a person not unlike you or I. And while it's his plain that as captured in the Queen's memory, Zelania was a devoted subject. Hers is certainly a tale driven by more than mere loyalty. After all, a life lived by the sword must inevitably be stained with crimson. The Queen viewed her as a stalwart guardian, and ever found comfort behind her imposing form. Yet from the position, Sphene could not see the steely gaze with which Zelenia regarded her foes, or feel the rage that burned within her heart. And I imagined the chaos of battle as well, appearing quite differently from each of their perspectives. A fascinating duality, perhaps best illustrated with a song. A steadfast blade she wields for me, her gaze upon the foe. The memories deep that formed engraved her knightly pose just so. All threats that rise against my liege, with sword and spell struck down, deserved death awaits the fools who dare assail the crown. No rose is without thorns. Zelenia was doubtless an honorable fighter and protector, yet the selfsame honor fueled the merciless fury she unleashed upon the enemies of the royal family. How would you have fared had such fury marked the Queen's fiend's memories? Would you have bested Zelenia, or would her thorns have left you bloodied? It would have left me bloodied. I know my limit. She would have kicked my ass. So, what have you brought for me today? Wah, 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 wah. Ah, you speak of Calyx, genius born of a bygone era and the primal he nourished upon a feast of mortal terror. Powerful was the onset of fear felt by a people who had long escaped death's mournful memories, and powerful was the entity which that fear begat. Yet would Calyx not have nurtured that selfsame dread since the moment of his birth? Was he not fated to succumb to his childhood malady ere he reached his full growth? Nod. The chirping insects which lulled him to sleep in the evening, the bird's song which called him awake come the morn, which sounds must have been as chalk on a slate, marking the passage of his dwindling days. Surely it was Calyx himself, more than any other, who nurtured the deepest, darkest fear of death. Dwelling upon the beleaguered hearts, I am inspired to sing song of the horror it may have spawned. Forget thee not the hand of death, for all shall feel its grip. At queenly feet lay down thy fierce, dark prayer beyond thy lip. Forget thee not the hand of death, for even endless end, where queen awoke stoke thee thy hope, on heels of light ascend. Da, 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 da. Where is it? Glamour dresser. Well, summer's over, so let's change this one. Where's not there. You know, I do need to get stuff ready for work, so I'll probably just call it here for the night. And I'm already at the end, so I may as well log out. Huh? Everyone, if you're still watching this, even as a VOD or something in the future, or I don't know, whenever I upload this, I have no idea. I'm just doing this as a habit at this point. Anyways, hopefully by next stream, I should have a proper model done. Here's some socials if you want them. Boop. I'm most active on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Discord. YouTube channel, I'll upload random videos and edit videos. Like I need to cut down the VODs to be more watchable. VOD channel is where unedited VODs will be, even if they are super scuffed. These are probably when I make posts for like I don't know, maybe art updates while I'm doing them right now. Anyways, adventurers, if you're still watching, thanks. I don't know anyone that's on right now that I could raid, but yeah, it's still nice to be around. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Later.